Good evening, everybody. Be a thing if you are still here. In the chat, specifically. Don't need that. We can reset the biology and water counters. Surprisingly, did not get any snuggles during quest. No sneezes either, apparently. Alright, so, previously in this channel, in fact, it just happened a couple of minutes ago, I finished the Quest by Moosh. Link's Quest for the Hookshot 2. But what most of you guys might not know is that there is a sequel to Quest. It was released in 1998. It was intended to compete directly with Ocarina of Time, but didn't pan out very well. It was rushed in order to compete with Ocarina of Time and just was released in an incomplete state. Which is unfortunate because I think it is a pretty okay quest. This is... Oh shoot, I need to actually open up ZC here. Get over here. Why can't I... Why can't I move the window? Why can't I move the window? No. No. That wasn't it. Why isn't it going? Why can't I move it? Oh no! You died at the end of Cat God, huh? Jeez, this is dumb. Config display? Window. Oh, menu. Okay, here we go. No. There we go. Sheesh. That's all I wanted. Okay, well, now that I've probably ruined the joke. Licensed by Nintendo, developed by, I guess, Imagineer, published by THQ. Wow, that is absurdly quiet. But yes, this is Quest 64. Can Quest 64 have a rainbow crash? We are going to find out. Once I open the volume mixer. Cthulhainn, an island where magical spirits abound. This is the abode of magicians who have become powerful through a pact with the spirits. These are apprentices of the Melroad Monastery, among them the young apprentice Brian. Hi, I'm Brian. I'm a wizard, apparently. Or a druid, I guess. I don't know. Kenishire. This is the kingdom of northern magic, home of the Melroad Monastery. This kingdom is ruled by King Scotford, a hero of the people. Karmar. The kingdom of merchants is situated in the central region of Cthulhainn, the richest and most beautiful of all the kingdoms, ruled by the lovely Queen Diana. Highland, the kingdom of the sword, located at the southern edge of the Isles. The kingdom of fire and steel, ruled by the ambitious and warlike Gileath Osborne. Thanks to a treaty among the three kingdoms, the people live in peace and prosperity. One night, however, the monastery fell under an evil spell with the theft of an ancient book. Because of that theft, Cthulhainn now faces dangers it has never before known. This game was eventually remade for the Game Boy Color as a more full-fledged RPG. But yeah, this is Quest 64. One of only 3 RPGs on the N64. The other 2 being Tactics Ogre and Paper Mario. I rented this game a couple times as a kid. I liked it a lot, mostly just because the protagonist and I share a name. It's as far as RPGs go, it's very unfinished and empty. It's mostly because, you know, again, it was rushed in order to try to compete with Ocarina of Time. But in spite of how empty and linear it is, I kind of like it a lot. So we're going to play this for a little while. Brian, even though I've begged you not to leave, you still say you must go after your father. Wow. No matter how wonderful your powers may be, you are still a child. Excuse me, I am 29 years old. Where do you get off calling me a child? Our father, Lord Bartholomew, left to search for the stolen Elatail book and has been missing for a month. No wonder you are worried about him. Contained in the words of the book is a power that exceeds human knowledge. I wonder who could have possibly stolen it from the crypt of the monastery. If an evil person should use it, the country and all its cities will be destroyed, the spirit's blessings will disappear, and Cutland will once again be visited by a day of grief. Bartholomew's disappearance may mean he is caught up in the fighting over the book. If you go, you may find yourself in danger as well. If you still insist, begin by going to Dondarin. I'll ask the King of Dondarin Castle to protect you. So, yeah. Here we are. We got a thing. Can, press B, I think, to bring up the menu. We got a couple different spells, one for each of the 4 C buttons. Those diamonds along the bottom are our element levels. Up top we have our HP and MP. Those are the only stats that... Well, no, I guess they're not the only stats that are actually shown to us. You can see here that we have defense and agility as well, but no attack power. Our physical attack power is decided by the sum of our element levels. Our magical attack power is determined by the element levels themselves. This is an extremely magic-centric RPG system, which makes it kind of funny that the fastest way to kill everything is with physical attacks. Let's raise the message speed just a little bit. May as well make the BGM a little louder. Here's our map of the Holy Plan. Instead of Holy Plain. That orb there in the middle is our experience points. When it hits 100, we get a free level to any element we choose. And if we press Z, Brian is like, what am I going to do with this? I don't see anything. Oh yeah, the B button. The B button centers the camera. It's convenient, I guess. So yeah, we start at the top of the Melroad Monastery. We can talk to anybody we want on our way forward. As you get close to a hidden spirit, you will see a sign. When you see it, press the Z button. A mark of 4 spirits will appear. Press one of the C buttons to choose which of the spirits you wish to increase. You'll need as much help from each of these spirits as you can get. Use the C button like this. The fire spirit is up, the water spirit is down, the earth spirit is left, and the wind spirit is right. Memorize these positions. Not going to talk to every NPC, but I mean, we're in the very first area, and we have a very Dragon Quest 1-ish opening, so might as well find out some info about our journey before we set out for real. Seems like most of these doors are inaccessible. Oh, really? That's kind of nuts, so... When you find a treasure chest, move in close and a sign will appear. Press the Z button and you will find items that may help you on your quest. Use these items wisely. You might look into the monastery to find what you need to get started. You can also press the A button to open quests. Dewdrop obtained. You can press R to bring up our item menu. The Dewdrop recovers 10 NP. There is no money and no shops. Well, there's sort of shops, but they don't take money. They just give you one item if you do not already have a copy of that item. Which means, you know, the game has kind of an unstable equilibrium going on. If you're doing poorly and you use all your items, you are not going to be able to get very many more items, unfortunately. Leave now, Brian. In his last letter, Lord Bartholomew said he crossed Loch Kildare on the way to Larapool. Be very cautious. Evil creatures lie in wait beyond these monastery walls. So, if I'm a monk, does that mean I have awesome kung fu moves? Well, I guess I do have the staff for it. Welcome to the kitchen, laddie. Your quest is sure to be a long one. Please take this fresh bread. I made this myself. I was going to ask at first if this was a jukebox, but it seems to be more of a soapbox. Got another chest here. Honey bread. Fresh bread recovers 50 HP, honey bread recovers 100. Again, items are extremely at a premium in this game. Gotta get the sanctuary here. Fears and lies melt away. Got a little room off to the side here too. Seems to be just an altar of some kind. Well, that's nice of you. Everybody here is praying for my success. Guess that was everybody. Didn't seem like I could go into any of those doors, even though I recalled... You know what? I'm gonna go in there again and take a look. This is bothering me. Okay, that one's accessible for some reason. Even though there's nothing in here. I guess they all are. I was just failing to collide with them. You can tell this is an unfinished game from 1998 if the door collision does not always work. Are you sure there's nobody in any of these rooms? I thought there was somebody in at least one of them. Watch it be like a Final Fantasy II like situation and most of the doors just go to the same room with... Hello. Brian, the wooden scepter you carry and the magic spells you acquire throughout your journey are your only means of defending yourself against encounters with the enemy. You heard him. We got a stick, we got magic, that's what we got. There were originally planned to be other party members, but, you know, this game was released in a kind of unfinished state. We're going to go left here, first of all. We don't exactly get a map of the world. The only map we have at first is this map of the Holy Plain. It says we're in Melroad. If we go around this way, we have horses! And talk to the horses, but they are not particularly good at talking back. I am going to start by leveling up water. I want to have water at least to level 7 in order for us to have a healing spell. After that, I'll be alternating between water and earth until I get my level 2 healing spell. After that, I'll be alternating between earth and wind. I will probably be neglecting fire. A tri-element run of this game is a lot easier than the quad-element run. As for how I have my C buttons mapped on this Xbox controller. I've got water, C down, mapped to Z. I've got fire mapped to select, I've got earth mapped to Y, and wind is mapped to B. I use this with Zelda randomizers a lot, just because it gives me easy access to my C button items. Wind is the, I mean, offensively, wind is the element that wrecks everything, but Earth makes you invincible. The ones that level up high enough. It's kind of busted. I'm a pirate. Those monsters out there don't scare me. I want to be a spirit tamer just like you when I grow up. Brian, sometimes you'll need to use the B button to adjust your view. Who's afraid of the big bad hair? Buns! We'll be fighting Buns! Brian, when fighting you will have 2 octagonal areas surrounding you. The large octagon represents the entire fighting area, and the small octagon represents your personal area of movement. Use your area of movement to avoid enemy attacks. If you move outside of the large octagon, you'll have the option to escape the fight. You heard the man! An octagon is a shape with 8 fantastic sides and 8 awesome angles. There's a chest in here. Was there a spirit in here too? I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. It has been ages since the last time I played this game, so I couldn't possibly tell you where every stray spirit in the game is. We'll just go with what we got, I think. Over here we have... Oh, the beach is on this side. What am I talking about? Oh, who goes there? Oh, it's you, laddie. Ever since your father went away, we'd have to stand guards against the monsters that are surrounding our town. Lord Bartholomew was a spirit tamer, and we will not be safe until his return. Yeah, honestly, this is kind of an obscure game. It's a story from long ago, but terrible misfortunes fell upon cthulhainn because of the Elatail book. Green fields were turned into deserts overnight. Busy, prospering towns disappeared. The people became lazy. What is this? Battle of the Bloodline? Identity. What? Why was that auto-modded for Identity? He said N64 games. Twitch, you are dumb. Ready to travel, are you? Fine, we'll give you some white wings. They'll bring you back to Melroad anytime. It's important that you understand that wings will only work in wide open spaces. Take care. In other words, you can't use them to bail yourself out of a dungeon. Overworld only. That's the rule. Ooh, Donkey Kong 64, you say? Ha ha ha. Hello, Master Apprentice. I'm Shannon. I've been traveling hither and yon all over Keltland. If you're setting out on a quest too, I trust we'll run into each other along the way. Shannon, it is very likely that you would have been a party member. We'll be running into her a lot. Don't you feel tired, Master Apprentice? Please rest here for tonight. We'll take good care of you. Will you stay? We save your game at the inn. But only if you have a controller pack. I don't know why the game demands that you use a controller pack. This could have easily been just standard RPG cartridge with 2 slots. I don't know. RPG cartridge, yes. I mean, you know, 2 slots of SRAM. It's not that complicated. Anyway, it's nighttime now. This is largely irrelevant. There should be well, maybe the food and the drink here are actually gotten at the monastery, which is a little inconvenient, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem, I hope. we are, the Holy Plain. Let's see how long it is until we run into a monster. There's a monster! It's a hellhound. Oop. No monsters have a physical attack in this game. Brian is the only character with a physical attack. Everybody else uses magic. Hellhound, I know for a fact, is weak to fire, but I don't think we can hit, or weak to water because it's fire elemental. But I don't think we can hit with a fireball from this distance. This should be good. Nope, I missed. Level 1 spells consume 1 MP. We can get our MP back by hitting enemies with the staff. But I want to... Jeez. We can get our MP back in battle by hitting enemies with a physical attack. MP also recharges with movement out in the overworld. Or just movement outside of battle, I mean. Werehairs are wind elemental. They're weak to rock. Wind spells are incredibly hard to dodge as well. You can see from those last two battles we got some experience points. We are 62% to the next level. The game will not tell us how many experience points we actually have. But, you know, whatever. When there are multiple enemies, you are not in as much danger as you might believe. Only one enemy is allowed to take an action on the enemy turn, it turns out. Which means the more enemies there are, the higher chance there is that you'll be able to deal with the nasty ones before they get to move. Get myself some more water. The encounter rate is a little higher than I remember it being. I don't think angling the control stick is actually going to help our spells. Final Fantasy style random battles. That sounds like kinda like fun. Eventually, game, you're going to have to give me an extra MP. Alright, with level 4 water, we have access to Water Pillar 2. Level 2 spells cost 2 MP. I see a spirit. They're, for obvious reasons, a bit easier to spot at night. Level 2 water pillar is a bit bigger than the level 1. What do you mean I missed? I've kind of sort of lost track of where I was going. Wait, why is my mouse pointed at the screen? Get away from your mouse. You are not a thing that should exist. The more attacks I dodge, the more my agility goes up. The more attacks that hit me, the more my HP and the... The more my HP and defense go up. I also gain HP by doing physical attacks and MP by doing magic. So it doesn't seem like the game wants to actually give me any magic. %77% of the way to another MP. Alright, I'll have to take the game's word for it, I guess. Here's a house. And a spirit. Alright. With water at level 7, we have access to our first healing spell. Okay, thank you, Misfortune to me. Thank you, Misfortune Teller, I guess. I was trying to think of of what my plan was. Plan is unchanged. Be a cool dude with a stick. Buns. To constantly be scanning the distant objects for any sign of a stray spirit. These fireballs are hard to dodge. It's a good thing I have healing now. Alright, gonna start working on Earth. Although maybe actually I should be working on wind instead. Yeah, I think I'll go water, then wind, then earth. So, these guys, Parasalt and Bumbershoot, I think are their names. Yes. That was Ice Knife. It's kind of rude. Can't get close enough to hit with very much now. I am frozen by Ice Knife. Heal myself, I think. Yeah, it's usually a pretty simple thought I got a level up there for a second. It's usually pretty simple to tell what element an enemy is by the spells that it uses. Aha, Stray Spirit. Farther along this road is Dondarin in the Connor Forest. Don't get careless in the woods. A robber is about. Let's see, I think I'm going this way. Got attacked before I could check what was up. Definitely not letting you freeze me, Mr. Guy. Hey, I got some HP and MP. Of course, if I want to use my C up while I'm doing something with my left hand, I have to just use the right stick. It's just how things work. I missed. But you know, the more I magic, the better I get at it. That's how RPGs work. Where am I going exactly? Going this way. An interesting thing to note is that when Brian wins a battle, he automatically turns to face the same direction he was going. If you memorize it, yes. If you remember this, it is a lot less likely that you will get lost in the dungeon. Level 8 in water, we can restore more HP per heal spell, which is real nice. Man-Eater. Man-Eater is weak to wind. Although our wind spell at the moment is extremely weak. But the more you invest in wind, the better it gets. It gets way crazy overpowered. Those guys have so much HP that it's probably best to just focus on physical attacks until we get our wind level up. Or I could attack them with water, I suppose. Oh no! I can't read German. These rock attacks hit kinda hard, but they totally whiff at melee range. It's kind of funny. Aw, I thought I could get a double hit. see a big walled city ahead. Is there a spirit all to the left here? I think there is. So yeah, we can one-shot the buns now, which is pretty nice. It's a little hard to see spirits against the daytime sky. Gonna be real with you guys here. Keep leveling up our wind. Once our wind hits level 4, it gets significantly better with the level 2 wind color. Welcome to Dondoran. It's the city of pottery. Got the tavern over there. This building does in fact have a house, yes. There's nobody here. Nobody is home. We can go to the tavern. Yeah, I thought I'd treat you to drop a morning too, but you already have some. Well, next time perhaps. I'm a clay digger, but I can't go into the woods because of the robber. What to do? Can't work. They say the robber is using the old fort in the forest as a stronghold. It's dangerous to set foot outside the city while he's about. There's always some fresh bread for you, coming in when you've run out. If we go down here into the, I guess, clay pit. Yeah. We get another spirit. The king is worried about the robber. I heard he even sneaked into the castle. No one knows when the robber might come back again. I just hope he doesn't find our house. Father's hidden all of our valuable pottery just in case. Have you seen Princess Flora? She's a tomboy and is always getting into mischief. Exactly like the late queen when she was young. She'll turn into a real beauty in no time. Yeah, I'm not gonna go talking to every NPC. It is kind of a silly choice of game to Let's Play, and it is in my interest that the Let's Play not go on forever. And go to the general store here and get some yellow wings, which let us come back to Dondoran. Wow, somebody wrote the walkthrough for this in 2013. What is the secrets guide? Yeah, this is kind of a pointless guide. Spirit list, here we go. Okay. There was a spirit in Melroad. I want to go back and get that one. You know, it's a free level. Okay, at the top of the hill in the far corner past the sheep. Here? No. It's kind of hard to see. Let's be real here. It's kind of hard to see. No. Is it against this fence here? Here it is. Alright, now we have level 2 wind color. Alright, I shouldn't need to come back to Melroad ever again, so let's just warp to Dondarn. Get ourselves some yellow wings again, and get exploring. Okay, let's keep looking around. Here's the inn. Is Shannon here? She is. It's nice to meet you again, Master Apprentice. I'm surprised you made it this far so quickly. I assume you've heard of the robbers hiding in the forest not far from here? He has blocked off the road to Loch Kilderay. Just our luck, we're stuck here until the road opens again. Alright, here's the castle. He stole a precious treasure right out of the castle. Unbelievable! Laundry pool or whatever. This guy doesn't even have an animation for turning to face me. Hearty welcome to you, Master Apprentice. The Grand Abbot informed us you were coming. The throne room is through its right doors. You have been cleared to pass. Please proceed. So you are the Master Apprentice the Grand Abbot has written about. Welcome to Dondarn. You did not miss very much. I picked up a stray spirit that I missed in Melroad and then came back here. I know you are searching for your father, Lord Bartholomew, who is missing on his quest for the Elatail book. I would like to help, but first I must take care of a most pressing matter. You may have heard of the brazen thief who stole the Earth Orb from my secret treasury. I sent my troops in pursuit, but they were helpless before the thief's black magic. He now blocks the road to Loch Kilderay. If you are to continue your quest, the roads must once again be made safe. There's a secret passage here, but we can't open it yet. Why have you kept us waiting? We've had a serious robbery here, and the king has no time to waste, so be quick about it. Alright, well, that was something. There is some other stuff here in the castle for us. If I can find it. Was it this room? Maybe. Well, I found the storehouse with nothing in it that I can actually take. You startled me. I thought you might have been the thief coming after more. I never suspected that one man could pose such a threat to our castle, but his magic was overpowering. The castle guards went after him, but they were no match. I am still nursing my wound. When fighting Solvering, try to avoid his close-range attack. It does too much damage for such a small lad as yourself. So, keep your distance. Good to know. Room available, content to follow. This is a fancy looking door. This might be the room I'm looking for, yes. Oh no! Oh no! It's the spam bot! Oh no! Get out of here. Well, well, it's the Magician's Apprentice. This is Princess Flora's room. Should the king see a trespasser enter here, there will be an uproar. You look like a party member to me. You enter unannounced? Your manners are worse than a thief's. There's something about you. You're a magician, aren't you? Have you come to help us capture the thief? I wanted to go after him myself, but Father forbade me to leave the castle. I command you to go into the forest, find the thief, and return our rightful possessions. If you have the courage, my father will reward you handsomely. Loot the princess's room! Mint leaves, restore 20 MP. Dewdrop, we've already had some. And another dewdrop. MP will be of great help to us. Let's check out this room real quick. This is the library, with not much to see yet. I mean, you know, the usually... Actually, it was remastered. It was remastered on the Game Boy Color. I forget what it's called there. I might actually have it. Hang on a second. Quest RPG, Brian's Journey. That's what it's called on the Game Boy Color. You're letting me. I mean, there's two of you, but whatever. Okay, that is Dondarin. We are not quite ready to head into the forest yet, though. I'd like to get my water levels up a bit more, especially. Some extra wind wouldn't hurt either. Which means it's grinding time. Or we could just go get super gung-ho into the forest. That sounds like fun. I mean, you know, I've got 53 HP, 17 MP. What could possibly go wrong? Wow, I even got one more point of defense than I had at the start of the game. It's so incredible. Wind Cutter. As you can see, it throws 3 wind cutters, not 2. It's triple the firepower. Always gotta keep up our healing. Healing is a pretty good way to boost our MP. Plus, you know, it keeps us alive and all that. Okay, it's water time. I will say, this quest has some alright music, even if it's not the best game in the world. Death sounds like an awfully big adventure. My age, is really only one big surprise left, and I'd just as soon keep it a mystery. Welcome to Connor Forest. Also known as Connor Fortress for some reason. And there is a fortress in the forest, but, you know, it's, needless details. Right in front of us, and when we enter, there is a spirit. X to the left. A building to the right. Okay. Let's see. Seems like a good opportunity to level up our water. It's a kobold. It looks more like a gnoll to me, but whatever. Wearing, I don't know, a tracksuit, I guess. What's your deal? Marry a nasty. Ooh, tornado kick. Does not sound like the best use of our entertainment. I missed. Okay, I was wrong. They do have physical attacks. Good figure. Alright, we're gonna take the right path and, Really? I haven't even recovered my MP yet. Doofus. Oh, this is why we have a stick. Bam. Bam. He missed. Bam. 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 Simple enough. Also, it's probably worth mentioning, you don't actually lose anything when you die other than the items you used in the battle. Kinda silly. Alright, we want to keep an eye on the right side of the... Hi. Yeah, see, when enemies show up behind you, that's when it's easy to get lost. It's a bat. Get out of here. Oh no, water pillar. Sounds like danger. Found a treasure chest. Dewdrop obtained. It seems like the gate is not working at present. Take the right path and check behind the trees on the right side. That's what it said. Didn't see a spirit anywhere. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Level up my water. Okay, there's a big... well, we can't really see it right now because of the monsters, but there was a hut over there, I promise. Not quite have enough MP to heal me all the way. Oh well. See, there's a hut. Step inside and... oh, hi. I could just run. Well, this song sounds pretty sinister. But more to the point, there is a spirit here. Oh hey, at some point I unlocked the Soul Searcher level 1 spell. Soul Searcher is an analysis spell. It targets one enemy and tells you its element and its major stats. Giant's Shoes. Giant's Shoes double your movement range. It's not something you want to use in just any battle. Which way was I going again? That way's the exit, I think, so I want to go this way. Well, if you guys are going to make this easy for me. I like how he does like a jutsu animation before throwing those wind cutters at me. It's probably not what that's supposed to be, but, you know, I can interpret it as such. Hey, I can heal 7 per spell now. That's nice. That's an improvement. Ah, with level 6 wind, I also have restriction. Not sure that's a very good spell. I don't know. Let's find out how long it takes to speedrun. The current world record for a complete game Quest 64 speedrun is 2 hours, 47 minutes, 52 seconds. You know, as far as RPG speedruns go, that is extremely short. Played casually, of course, the game itself is significantly longer. Maybe 30 or 40 hours? I don't know. Which means I'm going to be at this for quite a while, which gives you time to finish your next quest. Oh, jeez. Too many bats! Can I bop? I can bop. Well, if you're just gonna... Why didn't you attack, Brian? Come on. The speedrun does involve glitches. There are some ways to clip out of bounds and skip the, for example, the longest dungeon in the game. Celine's Bell. Really? Get that Trails of Cold Steel reference out of here. We do not need Trails of Cold Steel right now. Freezes enemy. Join voice chat in a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm not in a... Crap, I'm not in the voice chat at all, am I? Is fall at the... Oh, okay then. Okay, I'm in Zomgif Boy's voice chat. You know what? While I am here... There. You Kels, you were invited to my, to the Zomgif Boys Discord. The link is in the... The link is right there. But, yeah, I personally sent you an invite because you're a guy who exists in my general direction. What was I doing? Oh, I need to heal. Also, I have no idea... 11 out of 19, huh? Okay. Yeah, I have completely lost track of which way I'm going. So, if I end up at the entrance again, you guys know why. Oh no! It's a Chrono Trigger reference! As a matter of fact, it turns out wind spells are actually really good for training both defense and evasion because it's not per spell. It's you gain experience per hit or miss. And obviously these wind spells hit quite a number of times. I probably should have expected that. Oh, you think you're a hot shot with your water pillar, huh? Too bad for you. I got level 2 water pillar, baby. I got level 3 water pillar. Level 3 magic costs 3 MP per spell. It's a little bit inefficient when you have less than 20 MP. Not gonna lie. Here, have a rock. Look at that! I dodged all his wind. These guys have such silly moving animations. Everything about this game is a little bit silly. Okay, got another level of wind. The boss, having stolen the Earth Orb, is obviously going to be Earth Elemental. So we are going to want to prep our wind as much as we can. Which is only part of the reason I'm focusing on wind and water for now. The other reason is that wind is pretty powerful. Little boy that I was, I used to think fire was the best element because it had a spell called Extinction, which could one-shot an enemy. But obviously instant death spells never work in RPGs. Please check direct messages. Is this in Twitch or in Discord? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Ukels asked me a private question. Alright, where was I? I was water. Water and water and water, water. And also water. Okay, we have a fork here. Near the tree that makes an arch. I haven't seen that yet. Oops. Triple kill, baby. Ah, there's the boss door. Still don't feel quite ready to fight the boss yet, though. Ooh, I got a double hit with rock. So yeah, as you guys can probably see, using higher levels of a spell does not make its actual attack power much stronger. In the case of wind and water, though, it makes the hitbox bigger, and fire and wind, it adds projectiles. Evade. That could be nice. I don't really use buffs a whole lot, especially in the RPGs with only one party member. Oops. Miss. Oop. Mixing up my buttons now. Agility up. Agility should increase my movement range, but I guess the buff isn't really enough to matter at the level I'm at. Hey Fox, I am going to have to raise your volume here.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm still out of breath and heart pumping, so that's fine.
Now watch J-Mac try to jump in and jump scare me again.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, right. We are turning around because I have missed a spirit somewhere.
Isn't there a case of there's only like one element that you need to raise in this game or something?
I mean, the only element you really need to raise is water. Earth makes the game a lot easier, though.
Yeah, that's the thing I heard was Earth, like just water enough for healing, and then Earth, there's up for speedrunning.
Yep, the speedrunners focus on Earth. Voice on Discord is nearly impossible for you to join. That's a shame. But hey, welcome to the Zonga Boys Discord.
Yay!
We got memes.
Yeah, I don't have many people posting memes on mine, but it's probably because everybody in mine is like older.
Yes. Man Trap, what element are you? Miss. Apparently you are Miss element and constantly healing yourself for some reason.
I'm gonna guess it's water. But...
I mean, probably. But... There we go. It's Earth.
Well, okay then. I really gotta say, I never expected all the super bosses to join in at the end of that fight, so... I forgot, does this game have a super boss? I don't remember.
It does not.
I still have horrors of playing this game and having to do it all in one without a save.
Yeah. That is no way for the game to be played. I did it though, and I got up to the Coal Hazard, it's called.
I mean, it wasn't the worst. I still think the worst RPG I ever had to beat on my own without, like, a save was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
You didn't have a
horrible.
GameCube memory card?
I don't remember what it was, but I had to beat the game by myself, and that was just the worst. I think the final boss took me 6 hours to beat by myself.
Yeah, definitely one.
Especially because the
Did I
character I
just see a
picked was...
spirit in the distance? I don't think I did.
I don't think so. The race I used were the people with the rackets, so it was not exactly the most conducive for single player, apparently.
Oops.
The weirdest looking bats.
Yes. They're like face huggers more than anything.
Or if it's just a localization thing that called them bats.
Pretty sure this game is an American creation.
Okay then.
Yeah, let's find out.
Usually you don't see it.
Imagineer.
Usually you see dog kobolds and Japanese stuff, so. Oh, Star Ocean 2? What was... Oh, which boss was that? Is that Gabriel Celeste? Was it the final boss without the limiter? Which one was the worst winner for you? Star Ocean 2 has some really brutal bosses.
Oh no, Imagineer is Japanese.
Then again, I don't know if you can even hear me.
I can hear you.
I know you can hear me. I don't know.
I mean, your voice is making the bar for the audio output go ding-a-ling-a-ling, so...
Well, hopefully so then.
Yeah, I think you're good to go.
Alrighty.
So yeah, this is in fact a JRPG.
It's funny how in like Japan, kobolds tend to be dogs. Or cats too, and so could in. It's just a general term for...
Take
animal.
the left path near the tree that makes an arch. Oh, that sounds like fun. I snuck into a super boss room playing East 6 today and stole the item they were guarding.
Oh jeez. I still think the worst game with that sort of thing is Saga Frontier. When you play as Loot, if you're like me, within the first 5 minutes of starting the game, I ran into the final boss and got my butt kicked and got stuck because I didn't realize Luke can run into his final boss right away.
Okay, take the left path near the tree with the...
Like level
did
1,
I pick it up accidentally and not even realize it?
It's like, yeah, I'm the equivalent of level 1. Sure, I'm going to beat like level 70 giant mechas, like 5 or 7 of them in a row or something, whatever it was.
Oh wait, no, I'm misreading the instructions. I already took the left path, and then it is near the tree with the arch.
Yeah, Star Ocean 2 is one of my favorite RPGs ever. It's a really good story.
Ooh, Ice Wall.
Hey, Oreo was being a butt earlier.
Alright, I'm healing 9 HP per spell now, which is real nice. I wanted to say the spirit would have been right under the arch if I hadn't gotten it already.
My goodness, the encounter rate is crazy.
Yes. Yes, it is. But, I mean, it's good for me. I need more stats.
Oreo as being a butt. I probably would have beaten the cat god earlier if she wouldn't have
Yeah.
kept laying on the mouse pad and unclicking the game. Cats. She's also the one that ruined part of the pizza by laying on it.
What is with Oreo and floofers and just getting grease all over them?
Well, she laid on top of the pizza box
Oh, okay.
and just crushed the pizza on top of the pizza. I don't know, it's a mom and daughter. They just have similar... At least Oreo doesn't have, like, a weird habit of hurting herself. Like Floof does, so... I swear, Floof is
Okay, yeah, I'm going to assume I picked it up already and just wasn't paying attention. In which case, I guess it's time we head for the boss. Still gonna beat up every enemy I run into along the way, though. I need stats!
Star Ocean still makes me sad, because, like, 3 was okay, and then everything after was just utter garbage. Like, what happened? And now Tri-Ace has been relegated to making mobile games only. Just seems to be happening to a lot of really good game companies.
You would rather just chase after whales than make a quality product that appeals to a lot of people.
Well, it's not like the companies really want to, it's just they're owned by bigger companies that make them do that. Ocean 5, I couldn't even beat it. It just was so boring and just kind of bad. It reminded me of like some of the SNES RPGs, kind of like Seventh and Secret of the Stars, where they're like passable to play, but they're just not fun. Then again, Star Ocean 4 has one of the funniest what the hell endings ever, so...
Send me another direct message.
Star Ocean 4, the ending is like, oh, you saved the universe! As a reward for saving the universe, we're giving you a special position! You're space bus drivers. That's literally what happens. You get to become space tour bus drivers. And it's just like, what? Why? I just found it hilarious. It's like, oh, thanks for the reward for saving the universe. Can I drive this bus over you, people? Maybe?
I've read your message, you cows.
At least Star Ocean 4's endings actually worked. Star Ocean 3's endings never worked, and I kept being... like, no matter what I did, I'd always end up, like, with the ending with the frickin' muscle dad of the, like, assassin girl. I was like, why do I keep ending up at him? I'm doing nothing to him. I don't even use him in battle. It's like I used all the items, did all the events, and I keep ending with the same ending. It's like, what is wrong with this game? And apparently I wasn't the only one that had problems with getting endings in that. Everywhere there's bats.
Yep. Alright, chances are I might not quite be able to beat the boss this stream. Especially if I'm trying to conserve my items. We'll have to see.
That's a frickin' huge frog.
Okay, we are going to do a bit of a trial run against the boss here.
No, please don't do that.
Brian
Yeah, if
just
you want-
opened that door remotely. It was like 3 feet away from it.
If you want a good action RPG, right now Tales of Vesperia is for sale on Steam for really cheap. Tales of Vesperia is very good.
I might already have it.
It's the best Tales of game, I think. It's better than Symphonia by far, I think. Symphonia is still number 2.
I do have Tales of Vesperia. I just haven't booted it up yet.
Yep. The only
I
part
used to think like this guy was part monster or something, but it looks like he's just wearing monster parts for armor. What's this? What business do you have in the castle of Solvaring, king of beasts? Did I fool and Donder in order you to come after me? Idiocy! I stole the Earth Orb.
I didn't think Abyss was better. Abyss was pretty good.
And it is all mine! With it, I'll become the ruler of Kenishire. I'll show you humans what real power is.
I was gonna say, why is he only wearing a breastplate, but his model makes it look like he needs it. He's gonna make frickin' Etna jealous.
We are going to keep our distance from him. His close range attack is not to be messed with. I would use my giant boots here if I thought I had any chance of winning. He's got about 200 HP.
Yeesh.
Just going to run around him in circles, trying to dodge his fire shot.
Yeah, I've played them all. I even have Tales of Hearts. I actually got to beat a Tales of Hearts.
But do you have Tales of Games? That's the studio that published Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
Oh. I have Tales of Destiny 2, which is apparently ridiculously rare. That was a pain in the ass trying to beat that final boss, because you had to do a special button combination within like 3 frames, or you instantly die after you beat the final boss. You have to do a perfect party guard thing against the final boss's final attack once you beat it, and if you don't, you die. It's so dumb.
Okay, I am just about dead. Because of that. His melee attack is extremely deadly. And that is why I am extremely dead. Fortunately, I don't actually lose anything. You can see yeah, you can see I still have all my elements. I still have all my stats, too. So we can just throw ourselves at the boss over and over again until we win. Tried to use the D-pad there, but the D-pad doesn't work on most N64 games.
I forgot the one with the frickin' otters, with the otter music that would drove my frickin' roommates nuts. I'm trying to remember which one that was. I have that one. Was that Abyss? I don't know if that was Abyss. It was one of them.
The music sounds nice.
Not really, it was annoying as hell. It's like ors, and it's just like, please shut up, please stop singing. Yeah, legit, yeah, that's right. It's like, oh my god, it's cute the first time, but shut up, quit singing it.
Bork, 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 bork.
It was funny because one of my roommates in New Orleans was like, he was a furry and he was an otter, so we would play the music to torment him sometimes. Like, we set that as like his ringtone by secret, so his alarm goes off to wake him up, but it's just horse. He's like, you assholes! Gendia, I remember it becoming a real drag after, like, you think you beat the game, but then it's, like, only halfway through, and then you have to go through everything again, and it's just like, it just dragged. Yeah, that too.
Honestly, I might be too good at dodging spells. I'm hardly gaining any defense at all. Look at this. I got 9.
Hey, you gotta at least agree. Repeat is best, like, animal character from I mean, the fox is pretty good too, but the Repeat is definitely like king of like the animal sidekicks and tails. Not to mention he can beat the frickin' Uber boss of the arena and still use items to survive. And royally tick him off. The no items ever frickin' Uber combo that's ultra finish you. Repeat, if you duck as Repeat because he's low to the ground, all the attacks miss. It just makes the dude angrier. And you can keep using items and making him angrier and angrier that he can't hit the dog. It's funny.
Oh, hey. Sure. Let's get another... Okay. Ooh, 10 HP per heal. That's nice.
Repeat was also the best like healer in the game practically because he could just spam items very quickly, and his AI was good at it too. Like I miss some of the party conversations that you could have that Vesperia had, but the others don't. Like you could do stuff like if you're in the on the North Pole in Vesperia, eat ice cream, and the whole party will like break the fourth wall to hate you for feeding them ice cream while they're at the North Pole.
I ate ice cream outdoors in December once.
They're like, "Excuse me, who's in charge of this? What is wrong with you?" And it's just like every party member just gets on your case for feeding them ice cream. When I was going for all the trophies, it was like, or not the achievements. It was I had to go through all the skits. I never found them all, but it was a lot of pretty funny ones. Yeah, well, I mean, at least the new new version of Vesperia has like all the missing stuff that was Japan only.
My nose is a little bit congested. Problems breathing.
I know that. The pollen is like mad out here. Still.
Here, have a look. I can't tell if the big spells are just doing more damage because of an attack multiplier or just because it's random numbers. Like 5 extra points of damage for triple the MP is not very good.
On PS4 or Switch, yeah, it is on Steam right now on Uber sale, the newer version. You might want to check PS4 because it's Golden Week and there's Golden Week sales going on everywhere. I know I got my PS4 version for like 15 bucks off Amazon when I got it. Xbox 360 version. I still say Microsoft needs to bring Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey, like allow Mistwalker to bring them to Steam. Even if we get the absolutely silly boss music from Blue Dragon. Like, that is the only, like, boss theme from any game outside of that, like, it's like butt rock that ascends butt rock. It makes Sonic look I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, that is definitely butt rock.
It really sounds like a frickin' Sonic boss music, or like final boss music, except it like trumps It trumps the Sonic stuff. It's great.
Yeah, remind me to make you play Shut Up and Jam Gaiden when I'm visiting. We probably won't be able to stream it due to RIAA shenanigans, but it is definitely a game worth playing.
The US port of Tales of Destiny 2? Wait, I don't have my webcam on. I believe there was one. Because I think I have it. Tales of Destiny 2. Yes, I have it. There was a US port. I believe there was a US port. Oh wait, let's see.
I am not sure.
Oh wait, it's
Yeah, I'm going the right way.
Oh wait, no, you're right. It's a different thing. Korean. Oh, I know why. I have a fan translation of it. That's why. Okay. Yeah, Tales of Eternia. Yeah, Tales of Eternia is the one that has the BS at the end of the final boss.
Alright, Solvering, are you gonna let me live this time? Probably not.
It took me like 20 times to beat that final boss. It was so annoying. And it's a long boss battle, too.
I mean, maybe if I hit him more times, I'll actually be able to win, but it's unlikely. Hey, I gained some MP!
I love how you can run around and battle to dodge attacks, but you can't see the attacks coming.
Yeah, you just gotta know.
It has semi-Parasite Eve-like stuff, except not as good. Yes! I dealt with the super boss. Like, I think the only problem I had with the final boss was that stupid frame-perfect full party guard you had to do. I still remember the most disappointing Tales of optional boss was Symphonia's, because when I beat that
Okay, here comes the melee attack. I missed.
Well. Jeez.
Yeah. Nope, couldn't. Oh, I survived! I have 1 HP left! I got him!
Out the wire, bonk.
Earth Orb obtained! Should also be an item around here somewhere, yes.
I just remember Tales of Symphonia's super boss. Lloyd could juggle him in a corner endlessly, and it would never land.
Anything down here? Yes.
And then Tales of Symphonia 2 exists. I mean, that's as much as you could say for it.
Honey bread! Yeah, that was, well, I don't know if that was clip-worthy compared to some of the stuff that's happened to Fox. Yeah, that was pretty good, though. Alright, and now we have to walk back to Dondarin. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Oh yeah, I found something out from my Japanese friend. Apparently, the Tales of mobile game thing that they had with the magical girl stuff, there is a Zord version of Zeit in that game that you can get.
Trails, not tails.
I said trails.
You
Yes.
said Tales of.
Oh, whatever. Hey, I'm still freaking adrenaline pumping from fighting freaking cat gods. That and my eyes hurt so bad from staring at all that stuff. Everhead is not a game to play if you want your eyes to not hurt afterwards.
Yeah, I feel you there.
Oh, Grandia 3. Grandia 3 was... Oh yeah, no, that was Grandia Extreme was the one that did something. Oh, what's it? I'm trying to remember Grandia 3. I have all the Grandia games. I just don't remember 3 much. I have 2. I have Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast, so... That was actually good. It's a shame Grandia kind of, like, disappeared.
It's a shame the Dreamcast kind of disappeared.
Well, I mean, I have one, so...
Dreamcast had some pretty cool stuff going for it.
It had one of the best mecha robot fighting games ever, too.
I'm trying to decide what magic I should use on this guy. Turns out wind is pretty good right now, still.
The only thing I remember from Grandia Extreme was that, oddly enough, it was the game that, with the story at the end, like, because it didn't really do anything until the end, but then the end boss and the story with the end boss, like, explained End of Evangelion, which is the weirdest thing to say, but it actually does. And that's, like, the only thing that I remember being necessarily good about that game. They literally copied the idea of End of Evangelion, except did it in a way that was understandable instead of just, what?
What time is it? I got time. Hey, I gained some MP. It's always a reason to celebrate.
I still gotta finish beating Saga Frontier Remastered. I kinda took a break from that.
Okay, there's the house. We're almost out.
What's that?
I said, there's the hut. We are almost out of the forest.
Yeah, Saga Frontier Remastered. I beat more than half the characters, and it's just like, I'm gonna take a break. I've just decided to use New Game Plus instead of re-leveling everybody. Oh, jeez.
The finale of Trails of Cold Stew. Trails of Cold Stew.
Yeah.
Trails of Cold Stew, starring Joshua Astray.
That sounds like a Steam game. Bargain bin game.
Trails of Cold Steel 2 has a randomized sort of post-game dungeon. Except it's only 16 floors, and you get checkpoints every 4 floors. So even if you leave, if you come back, you can still do the thing, I think. I've never actually tried it.
Saga Frontier Remastered to go on sale. It was pretty cheap already. At least they're not charging full price for it. Considering it has all the missing content, it's definitely worth the price. And New Game Plus makes it a lot easier to go through, because you can actually... You choose what to keep. You can keep all your items, your HP, your JP, your W... You can keep all your skills, you can keep all your stats, you can keep your battle rank if you want to. You can... It really helps.
Alright, we've made it back to Dondorian, and the only reason I'm returning here is because the king has some stuff for us now we have the Earth Orb.
Actually, what got me to do New Game Plus to begin with was I went through Red's campaign, and he earns the ultimate Sentai attack at the end of the game, but the only way to carry it over into other scenarios he'll show up in is New Game Plus, so... Not that he can transform unless everyone else is dead, but whatever.
Speaking of Earth Orb, it is here. It will sit in our inventory forever, just taking up one of our 150 or so item slots.
Yay!
Because this game has no sense of key items. I wonder what Shannon has to say. It's not an ordinary gem you have. Don't let anything happen to it. I have a feeling you are the one capable of releasing its power. Gilbert? Oh no! I didn't even notice before.
Oh no.
I've gained like about 20 HP since the last time I saved. That's definitely worth saving. You have succeeded where my bravest knights have failed. It's just as
Whoa!
Grand
What
Abbot
happened to your
foretold.
head, dude? What happened to his head? It like popped off for a second there. What the heck?
What?
When you talked to him first, his head like
hear-
popped off and popped back
I
down.
hereby bequeath you the Earth Orb. It'll help you in your search for your father and the L-Tail book. Listen carefully. A hidden door behind the throne is open. You may take from it any treasures you need. Your courage must be rewarded. Oh yeah, kind of.
What the heck is he? Well, his head like pops off. What the heck is going on there?
He doesn't actually have a neck. He's part Rayman.
I love how the font in this,
Ooh,
especially
that nice knife.
the font makes it look like his name is Scatfort instead of Scottfort. It's like that's an unfortunate name.
Healing potion obtained. The pale Apache, yes. Ukels is also a Trails fan. Hero's Drink. Healing Potion restores 150 HP. Hero's Drink restores 40 MP.
You should join us tomorrow when we go back for some Zero.
Yep, we're continuing to play Trails from Zero.
Behold, it is.
Alright, let's go talk to the princess.
Somebody else who can appreciate this.
Yeah. Aw, my chat overlay is cutting off the bottom half of Estelle's face. Guess that's a reason to stare.
I mean, I heard she still has her stare all the way in the Cold Steel stuff, so hey.
Yeah, Epi actually has Elisa from Trails of Cold Steel as an avatar in Discord.
Mm.
Well, it's the you say the same thing you said before. Flora, do you have anything to say? I really didn't think you could do it, but now you have our undying gratitude. Are you sure you're just a magician's apprentice? Your powers must be beyond compare. Yes, I have the power of kiting!
I just realized the main character's gloves kind of look like he's got the frickin' Thanos glove. Oh no, he's gathering all the gems too. No.
Yeah, he kind of does have a.
He's got an Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah.
That's funny. Quest 64 is inevitable.
Maybe that's why it's so mediocre. He had to balance it out. The main character's snapped and removed, but it's
He removed
perfectly
half of,
balanced.
he removed half of the NPCs in the world.
To make it balanced, you had to keep half good, half bad, and removing removing that much good means it's just eh.
Alright, so now we go back into Connor Forest because the gate is open. That means we can continue our quest. Doggos! Let's try out one of our higher level water spells. Let's try Ice Wall. Makes a big poof of steam.
I don't know how that's a wall, but okay.
I mean, it hits a pretty wide area if you can get in the middle of all the enemies. Chances are you won't be able to. Yeah, I actually have both of those on my wish list. I may or may not get them once they are actually released.
According to GameStop, they have a release near the end of the year, but that was GameStop's computer. It's because it's Kai, and they're redoing them, kind of like an Evo thing, and the Chinese company that stole the rights for Zero and Azure does not have the rights to Kai, so we may actually see it.
East 9 is actually coming to Steam on July 9th, I think.
Is that the Monstrum Nox?
Monstrum Nox, yeah. Looking forward to it. I've been on a pretty big East roll this year and last year. Ooh, I got a new spell, Silence. Obviously, I'm never going to use that.
No, come to think of it,
status effect spells always miss.
In a standard magic world, there's one hero that can still cast magic and kick ass even when silenced. Link. He never says anything. Just
Adol doesn't say anything either.
I mean, the game kind of assumes he's saying stuff.
Yes. We just know that. I mean, the game also assumes Link says stuff. At least in the Skyward Sword.
And in, Twilight Princess as well. At least Twilight Princess fully explains why Link is so quiet, and it makes a lot of sense.
I thought that was Breath of the Wild that explained that.
Oh no, Breath of the Wild. I want to talk about Twilight Princess. Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I'm derp. Breath of the Wild is the one that does both of that, yeah. You gotta give it to the Hylians too, keeping Link's house like perfectly maintained for that long. My god.
I wouldn't say perfectly maintained. You have to invest a lot of wood in it.
It's like a Harvest Moon house. I want to play the new Harvest Moon, but I need to wait. It's pretty cheap. It's only $30. I'm surprised. You figure a Switch game would be more than $30, but hey.
Okay, here we are. A new overworld zone. The Dondarin Flats, with an optional forest over to the left.
Yeah, I have nothing else on my game list for buying until Disgaea 6.
To the left, off the path.
That's what I have budgeted. I only got the Yeast games today because somebody gave me a Steam gift card as an extra tip. Because they ordered like $200 worth of wings and they wanted me to deliver it, so... They're like, hey, we know you play games because you talked to us about it. Here's a gift card.
Nice.
20 was enough to get 2 Yeast games, so yay.
Death Hugger. With Ice Knife, oh no, that's a problem. And they resist wind.
Death Hugger. I mean, even Death needs a hug too, I guess. You think Dracula gives him hugs? You think Dracula ever gives him hugs? Only Alucard gave him hugs. Then Alucard left the castle after Dracula wouldn't let him skateboard anymore.
Sky SC Chapter 8. Ah, yes. The annoying chapter.
Ah, you're behind us. Yeah, I just finished the 3rd on stream recently. That's why I'm on 0. I'm playing through the entire thing on stream. Sky SC is very good. Yeah. Yeah.
Wander the world on foot and, slight spoilers, but you need an accessory equipped in order to use your ornament.
Yep.
Where am I? Got distracted. To the right, down the log, and to the right again.
I just kind of wish some people who are like really fans of the Trails games would not spoil things like just excitedly. So,
Yeah.
like my Japanese friend told me, like, well, one, he mentions like the newer model of Zeet, and it's like, oh, or Zeit, and it's like, oh, well, okay, well, I kind of figured he might be in stuff, considering the cover art of frickin'. Yeah, he mentioned that his Zeit's model in like a Cold Steel game or something.
I don't remember seeing him in Cold Steel 3 before.
I don't know. He has one apparently. I don't know if they used it. Maybe they didn't use it, but he was like, he mentioned like Zeit's brother, and it's like, oh, thank you for that major spoiler. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I bet he shows up in Hajimari. Because.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah, that maybe. I mean, this is my Japanese friend. But yeah, Zeit's brother. It's like, oh, well, I was kind of figuring something like that, but it's still. Please don't spoil things. Just by I know you're excited that I'm playing the game, but I'm not done with it yet. All I know is Zeit is good. Zeit is good doggo. That's all I should know. Like I'm not playing through the PSP games. I have the PSP games, but I'm not playing through those on stream. I actually have all of the games. I even have the early PC ones I got. They were free. So, and they were apparently the first Trails game was the first game with voice acting. I didn't know that.
But Legend of Heroes 1?
Yeah. Or Dragon Slayer 1 or whatever it was. It was the first one with actual voice acting.
Dragon Slayer was like, what, on the MSX? That doesn't sound likely they would have voice acting.
It was very bad quality and like not good voice acting. I don't think it wasn't MSX, there was a PC version that something that had it, I think. I have them, let me see, what was it? Excuse me, Lucky, what's the matter? Legend of Hero. So let me see, where did I get that?
All you need to know about Zeit is he is a good boy.
It was released for the NEC PC.
Oh, okay.
And the Turbo Graphics. It's in America. That's the one I have, I think. Oh, I didn't know it was released for the Genesis and SNES, huh? But yeah, that had voice acting in there.
Need to make sure I don't lose track of where I am in the world. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. The three-eyed snake thing. Maybe a worm. I don't know. Hard to tell. Get some water. Yeah, I'm getting winded to death. You're doing a lot of damage to me. I'm not sure I like it. Oh, Yep, I'm super dead. I don't know. Back to Dondarin we go! And you know, that's the that's this game. Just bash our face against the obstacle until we have enough stats to get through. It's kind of silly. I really, really want to save my items for the later bosses. gonna be kind of a pretty chill stream series, I think.
Yeah, it's always good to have one of those.
Yeah, this game does not actually have very high stakes. You consider you don't lose anything by dying except your position in the world. You're sure the rest of the series would never be localized. Shame on you, Mr. Buddy Pants.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really need... I mean, you get a little bit of decent stuff.
You get the solar seal fox. That's not a little stuff.
I'm just trying to make him feel better. My God. You don't need it. I mean, I just used it through the entirety of the game, but you don't need it. The only thing I can say about third is, despite a lot of the guides saying to use a certain character, Estelle is still, as I learned, Estelle breaks things, so...
Yeah, Estelle hits crazy hard with her S-Craft. Like, you know, her S-Craft, it's the highest damage multiplier in the series.
What was it? She basically 3-hit the hardest boss in the game, so...
The only two people with better S-Craft are guest characters in Cold Steel 4. I mean, Stell's also a guest character in Cold Steel 4, but these other two are not playable anywhere else except in the very finale of the game.
So it just pulls... It seems like a typical thing for Trails to just throw in some stuff at the end. Like, here you go.
Archetype. They give you a super overpowered guest character to make sure you can actually beat the game, even if everybody's build sucks.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, they don't go over. They don't overkill. It's not like a frickin' Sid from Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, oh, you got Sid, you win.
Yeah, like Fire Emblem Path of Radiance gives you a choice of which of the royal Lugus to bring into the final battle. They just trivialize the entire fight, or at least the Lion King does.
Which one was Path of Radiance?
Path of Radiance was Ike's first game. It was the one for the GameCube.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was the one that got stolen from me.
Oh no.
That I could not replace.
What?
Both the Wii one and the GameCube ones were stolen. When I had a couple games stolen here, and I can't replace them because they're way too expensive to replace.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Might take us longer than I want to stream to explore Glencoe Forest. We might have to do that next time. Assuming I even make it to the end, like if I keep dying, I might not even make it to the inn at the end of this area. Bad doll. And you know, it's better than the palette swap of the Mary Nasty. It's got different textures and stuff.
Yeah.
Hey. I'll take some wind.
Oh no. This is... Oh no. Oh no. I have broken something in Monster Hunter that has created something awful.
Arc-Rise Fantasia. Oh man.
Yes! Yes! I was playing that, I haven't finished it, but that voice acting... The game is, like, the story and game is fine for a little bit, except, like, at some point it's just like, that escalated quickly, what the fuck? Like, excuse me, that's kind of, it seemed like bad writing, but I don't necessarily know if it's something more. But the voice acting is just gloriously bad. Oh my god, is it so terrible?
Is it worse than Castle Shikigami 2?
Yeah, it is on the level of Castle Shikigami 2. Didn't I play some of that? Remember, it's like,
did.
oh no, Mr. Lark, I don't want to die. Ah, like stop, please. And
Oh
that
wait,
guy
Arc Rise Fantasia? No, you didn't stream any of that.
I didn't stream it. I posted a video of like the freaking terrible voice acting. That's the one where it's like, oh, the devil must be beating his wife. Like, excuse me, what? When you were talking about a thunderstorm, I'm like, where the hell did you get that? Where is that saying from? What? Where did that come from? It was the most like, what?
That is very working designs.
It's apparently just a mistranslation, but it also works too. It was supposed to be a reference to like a Fugen and Raigen or something, or Ryzen or something like that. Fugen and Raijin, yeah. But it like the Oni or demon thing didn't translate, so the devil beating his wife. Like, what? Yes, English is a third language voice. I mean, that's literally true. It was Japanese voice actors that knew a little bit of English that they had to it, instead of actual English voice actors. It was just... what? It's also a really hard game. The bosses are no freaking joke in that game. I think the last part I was dealing with was like just one of the side quests. It was like a scorpion in the forest that appeared. And it's just that thing would just wreck my crap in it. And I couldn't level up really much anymore.
By the way, for those of you who... Oh no, it's goblins. You're gonna shake me.
What? Those don't look like goblins!
I think they're goblins. They're goblins! At least the homing arrow is extremely easy to dodge. Just dodge by standing still.
Like random Dragon Quest hoodlums.
Yep, that did not get dodged.
You what, mate?
Ow.
I have not beaten Arc Rise Fantasia, so I haven't got to that point. I haven't beaten it yet.
I probably ought to stand at a distance and attack.
And I only got up to the point where it was like, where stuff hit, the first time stuff hit the fan, and it's just like, now I have to go to this other country as a representative thing, even though afterwards I'm like banished from the country sort of thing.
Freaking camera!
That's about as far as I made it. It was like
Okay,
right after... It was like right after, you like her more than me! I'm so mad, I'm going to destroy and kill everything just because you like her more than me. Even though you've never said it, and I'm just bad writing. What? I mean, that's where the big bad at the moment had come from. She was just like, oh, another girl that you were helping out, she's jealous of that, so she decides, oh, you like her more, so I'm mad at you, so I'm going to go slaughter everybody in the world because of this. And it's just, what the hell? I'm assuming it's just bad localization, but it's just hilariously, what? Like, lady, you got issues.
Sneak in a wind cutter while I escape. Some more NP experience.
I'm hoping it's explained more later in the game, but that was just like, what?
Right. I am not going the right way. There is a spirit near the entrance to Glencoe Forest that I want to... Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Bird.
I still find it hilarious that sometimes the voice of Sephiroth was played by like Lance Bass from like, what was it, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? It's like, of all the people that play Sephiroth.
Run away from the scary avalanche, because can hit multiple times. It's an incredibly powerful spell when used by you if the RNG works in your favor.
I think it was Kingdom Hearts 2 that had Lance Bass as his
That
voice.
sounds right, yeah. Ooh. You are very insistent on using that, that whatever, rock shard magic thing on me. Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth, okay.
I still think one of the funniest images I ever had pop in my head was like Sephiroth visiting the Lion King world, and then he ends up like the dog trying to carry a stick too big for a door with his sword in his mouth. It's like bonk!
Oh, here we go. That's why I couldn't get down. Here's a spirit. To level up, Hey, we learned exit.
I believe it was Kingdom Hearts 2. It might have been both the Kingdom Hearts games. I can check in a second here.
Exit lets us escape from a dungeon. Very nice. But we are not going into Glencoe Forest. That's gonna take us too long to explore, I think. These guys are just gonna straight up kill me now, aren't they?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1. They reused some of his voice. They reused some of Lance Bass's voices, the lines for Kingdom Hearts 2, so there's 2 of them, so.
Ow! I'm full of pain. And now, so are they. Here we go. You guys again. Great. Oops. Well, whatever. Your brain addict wins again. What? I have no idea what that's a reference to. Okay, that's one of them now. Oops! Damn, brother. I am not super dead, but I will be. Goblins. How about no? Okay, which way am I going again? I am going east. On the right side, right before you can see a ship, you'll see a short uphill opening. Whoop. No, not dealing with you guys, not until I get some MP. Ha! So do I, you Kells. It's a piece of magic. Let's players. Ow. Whoops, didn't mean to use ice knife there. Hey, I froze the Death Hugger.
Brain addict from Sherlock Holmes, huh? I don't remember. There's been so many iterations of him, though, so it's kind of...
Oh no, it's the Frog King. I think I want to keep my distance from you. Ooh, yeah, large cutter. Okay, it's not quite as hazardous as I was expecting. Still hits pretty hard, though. Hey, Wind Cutter level 3. Cool. And more Froggos.
Oh wow, nobody is streaming Pokemon Snap today. That's not a good sign for how long it is. Person at GameStop I was talking today when I dropped off food said that it's only like 4 to 10 hours depending. She said that she beat it in like 5 hours, and everything else is just like trying to get points online and stuff. So it's like, oh, that doesn't sound very worth the money, but using Instagram style filters and stuff for points online doesn't exactly sound like the most entertaining game to me, you know?
Silver Amulet. Protective Talisman increases defense 1.5 times. Okay. How can you increase defense half a time? An A-press is an A-press. You can't have just a half.
Is that like a permanent thing, or is that like you use it?
No, it's a temporary buff. I think.
What a cheap amulet to fall apart after one use.
Water capital Larapool is located on the other side of the lake. There is no fair city in the Isles. It's even as pretty as the Castletown Limeland. Welcome to the Hotel by the Lake. Will you be staying here?
And yeah, don't get too distracted. You can't catch the Guardian until the end of the second chapter.
Alright, well, yeah, no. We've been at this for a while. It's almost midnight. I think I'm gonna call it a night.
Alrighty.
I need to catch up on my sleep if I want to do this final project well, I think. And, you know, if I just want to be non-tired in general.
Yeah. I'm just gonna relax as my eyes still hurt from beating the ever good Uber boss. So.
All right. Well. Guess I see my belly. You know, we're gonna play some Trails from Zero tomorrow on Fox's channel.
Indeed.
I'll be back Friday night with probably a new project since we finished There Is No Game.
Interesting.
And of course, if Dominic does not show up again, we'll be back to Chip's Challenge. It's a thing.
Woo.
Got so many irons in the fire. Also,
Yay.
I really need some water before we go, so we're gonna have a freebie. Need more. Got to drag that out of the universe there.
Yeah. I got everything unlocked in Monster Hunter, so I got that ready. And then after that, outside of the Persona Strikers, I might move on to the Goemon stuff. Mystical Ninja. Hey, the N64 stuff. It's fun and silly.
Sounds good to me. Alright. Good night, everybody.
Night.